We'll continue now on to page 3 of our algebra review. So we're starting with number 29, and we're going to do some distributing. So I'm going to distribute that square root of 5. Square root of 5 times the square root of 10. Both of these numbers are under a radical, so we can multiply them. That is the square root of 50. And 5 times 45 is 225. Okay, now I need to simplify both of those if I can. 50 is not a square number, but a square number does go into 50. 50 is the same as 25 times 2. Okay, now 25 is a square number. The square root of 25 is 5, so that's going to come outside. 5 times the square root of 2. And 225 is also a square number. It is 15 squared. So the square root of 225 is 15. So that is going to be our final simplification. Number 30, we're going to distribute this 2x. 2 times 4 is 8. Then when I multiply variables, I add their exponents. X times x squared is x cubed. 2 times 4x, 2 times 4 is 8. X times x is x squared, and then 2x times negative 6, so I've got a negative. 2 times 6 is 12x. Okay, none of these are like terms, so that is our final simplification. Okay, number 31, so we'll distribute this 3x. 3x times x is 3x squared. 3x times 2 is 6x. Then we'll distribute this negative 1. Negative 1 times x is negative x. Negative 1 times 2 is negative 2. Okay, then we have a positive 7x to distribute. 7x times x is 7x squared. And 7x times 1 is 7x. Now we need to see if there's any like terms. I've got a 3x squared and a 7x squared, so that's a total of 10x squared. I have 6x minus x, that's 5x, plus 7x, that's 12x. Okay, then all that's left over then is this minus 2. Then number 32. Square root of x times the square root of x. That is x. Square root of x times the square root of y is the square root of xy. Negative square root of y times the square root of x is negative square root of xy. And negative square root of y times the square root of y is minus y. Now notice I've got a positive square root of y and a negative square root of y. They are opposites. They cancel each other out. I'm left with x minus y. I want to point out that these two binomials are called conjugates. Okay? Almost exactly the same binomial. The only difference is one has a minus, one has a plus. Those are called conjugates. Conjugates will play an important role later on in this course. Number 33, I've got another pair of conjugates. A times a is a squared. A times negative b is minus ab. B times a plus ab, and notice those cancel. B times negative b is negative b squared, so I'm left with a squared minus b squared. Okay, now these are not conjugates, they're exactly the same. They both are positives. So I've got a squared plus ab plus another ab plus b squared. And that's going to simplify to a squared plus, I've got two ab's, so plus 2ab plus b squared. Okay, now a plus b times a plus b. That's something times itself. That is the same as a plus b squared. Anytime you have a binomial squared, it's going to fit this exact same pattern. first term squared plus the product of the two terms doubled plus the second term squared. And we have that again here on 35 and 36. We've got a binomial squared. Okay, so I'm just going to use this shortcut here. First term squared is a squared. Then the product of the two terms is negative ab. A times negative b is negative ab. Then I double that and I get negative 2ab. And then the last term squared, negative b times negative b, is plus b squared. Okay, that's a nice little shortcut you can take anytime you have a binomial squared. Here's another binomial squared. The first term squared is 9x squared. The product of these two is 6xy. Double that and you get 12xy. And the last term squared is positive 4y squared. Okay, number 37, I've got a pair of conjugates again. So I've got first term, 5x times 5x, that's 25x squared. Then I'm going to have negative 20xy. And then positive 20xy. And those two are going to cancel each other out. I'm not even going to write them here. Then I have negative 16y squared. And then last for this page, x times x squared, minus 5x, and I'm just going to combine some like terms right here. I've got minus 5x and plus 2x. That combines to make minus 3x. And then 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. And that completes page 3.